With the blue waters of San Francisco Bay sparkling in the background, there's a good look at beautiful SBC Park as 989 Sports welcomes you to another edition of Major League Baseball. We've got a good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Cubs taking on the San Francisco Giants. And hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you as we get set for what promises to be an entertaining ball game. Dave Campbell is by my side. And, partner, what's the one thing we can watch for in this one?
Well, Matt, Jason Schmidt fell off a bit down the stretch last year, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's back where he was early in the year. But when he's hitting his spots, he can get by just using two pitches, his fastball and changeup.
All right, Dave, thank you. And now we'll come to our starting lineup as we check out the order for the visiting Cubs. Jerry Hairston leads things off in left field. Batting second and playing second is Todd Walker. In the three-hole is Nomar Garciaparra. He's at short. Aramis Ramirez, the third baseman, is in the cleanup spot. Jeremy Burnitz is the right fielder hitting fifth. Derek Lee will be at first base and hit sixth. Corey Patterson, the center fielder, will hit in the number 7 spot. Michael Barrett will be behind the plate and hit 8th. Kerry Wood will be on the mound for the Cubs. He bats in the 9th spot. And on the rubber to face them is the all-star right-hander Jason Schmidt. Many thought Schmidt had a good chance at his first Cy Young Award in 2004, but he stumbled a bit down the stretch. Don't expect many stumbles here, though. And there you see a look now at the Giants' defensive alignment behind him. Jerry Hairston will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Jerry Hairston.
First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon.
First pitch, 107.
Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And we'll see this from his eyes. Batting averages, of course, go way down when the count is 0-2, so he's trying to be aggressive here, and it doesn't pay off.
Todd Walker will get his first cuts here.
Second baseman, Todd Walker.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, but it's by him for a base hit.
And this is where having quick hands through the zone really pays off. This thing's on the inside half, and he gets through the zone quickly that time and pulls it for a base hit.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and in steps Nomar.
Shortstop, Nomar Garciaparra.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Infield at double play depth as they look for 2 to try to get him out of this.
Runners on first with 1 down. The 0-1 to Nomar. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Now he's going to have to make an adjustment at the plate, maybe take a little length out of his swing.
Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
And I think I agree with him. This one looked to be a little inside. Well, maybe that one caught some of the corner after all.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and here's the powerful Aramis Ramirez. In there, no balls and a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Not wasting any time here. He's coming right after him.
A runner on first with 2 away. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Now it'll be the Giants' turn, no score. Starting lineup for the host Giants looks like this. Ray Durham leads things off and plays second base. Omar Vizquel bats second, he's at short. Next is J.T. Snow, he'll be at first base. Reggie Stocker will bat in the cleanup spot and play left. Then comes the veteran Moises Alou, he's out in right field. Edgardo Alfonso is in the 6th hole, he plays third. Then it's Marquise Grissom, he'll play center field. Batting 8th and catching is the Gold Glover Mike Matheny. And on the mound in this one, batting in the number 9 spot, All-Star Jason Schmidt. And on the mound to face them is an imposing presence by the name of Kerry Wood. Wood had his struggles last year, first time in his 6-year career that he's finished under 500, but he's still a big challenge here. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Ray Durham will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Second baseman, Ray Durham.
Here's the first offering. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. No problem for the Gold Glover Lee at first for the out. Omar Vizquel will stand in.
The shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
Now a hard liner toward short, and he makes a great diving stop for the out. And certainly worth the second look here as we've got our camera locked in on him from the beginning of the play, and you can see him stretch out as far as he can to pull this one in. Nice play. J.T. Snow will dig in here. Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. Hairston is camped under this one. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So Wood just steams through this half inning. Second inning now from San Francisco with no score. Jeremy Burnitz leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Right fielder, Jeremy Burnitz.
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this is what veteran pitchers do. They know the importance of getting ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Working quickly here. Let's see if they try to finish him off.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And he'll try to lock him up with that down and in to keep him from getting extended.
The 2-2 coming. On the ground to second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Hit that one right on the nose, but right to him for the out.
Derek Lee will take his first cuts of the ball game here.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Derek Lee.
Hit hard towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Well, this ball stung pretty hard, but they got him positioned well defensively, and it's an easy out.
Corey Patterson steps in now.
Center fielder, Corey Patterson.
Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Here's one hit towards the hole. Oh, a tough play. From his knees, he got him. What a play, and the side is retired. So Schmidt just rolls right through him here. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Reggie Stocker will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Giants, left fielder, Reggie Stocker.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Now a ball lined toward right center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. And in fact, will rattle against the wall now.
Well, they call that area Triples Alley, but it didn't live up to its name that time as he's held to just 2 bases.
Moise Alou will step in now.
Right fielder, Moise Alou.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole, and he can't come up with it. But a heads-up play as 2 fielders were better than 1 that time.
Batting 6th.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone, and here's the former Met Edgardo Alfonso. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit.
Well, that'll put him on the board first here in the second inning. Just a good compact stroke there, and it's 1-0.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and the veteran Marquise Grissom stands in.
Center fielder, Marquise Grissom.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
The infield's at double play depth here, Matt, as they look for a ground ball to get him out of the inning.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And no one will get this one. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Mike Matheny waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've played 2 full. The Giants lead it 1-0. Michael Barrett ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Leading off for the Cubs. Catcher, Michael Barrett.
Now here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Line to left. And a base hit now, as that's how the 3rd inning gets underway.
Well, the scouting report says he likes the ball up and in, and he proves the scouts right on this one. Nice AB.
Kerry Wood will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And that misses. 2-1. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. And that ball's going to land between them.
Well, back-to-back hits here to open the inning. They're setting themselves up to do some damage.
Jerry Hairston will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
Left fielder, Jerry Hairston.
First pitch coming. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
And with the infield at double play depth, it looks like they'll trade a run for 2 outs.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Looking for that corner, but he's just missing.
And this is in the air right to the left fielder. And a poor read defensively as this ball falls.
Well, that's 3 straight hits he's surrendered here. I don't imagine he's getting tired out there just yet, but something's not working right.
Todd Walker will dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. But an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Boy, and that cost him a run right there. That ball was smoked.
Nomar Garcia-Parra will dig in. Took a called 3rd strike his last time.
Nomar Garcia-Parra.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
And Matt, sometimes you just don't catch the breaks. That should have been a run, but this thing gets speared before it can get through.
Aramis Ramirez will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Aramis Ramirez.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
And with a few pitches to play with, let's see if they get him to chase something here.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, all tied at 1-1. Mike Matheny makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Mike Matheny.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Swing and a liner toward right center. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Let's take a second look. Judging by his stride, I think he's expecting a fastball here, but he keeps his hands back and gets a base hit anyway.
Jason Schmidt will take his cuts now.
Catcher, Jason Schmidt.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1.
And the infield's ready for the bunt should that sign be put on right here.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Few pitches to play with now. Let's see if they can get him to fish at something.
Nobody out, runner on first. Misses, ball 2. Oh, and a lively fastball from Wood, and that's strike 3.
You ever wonder what it's like to face a Kerry Wood fastball up there? See ya.
Ray Durham will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Now batting, second baseman, Ray Durham.
Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike 1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
They bring the fastball that time, inside part of the plate, but he gets his hands right on top of this thing and shoots it up the middle.
Omar Vizquel will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. In for strike 2.
Let's see if they try to make him go outside the strike zone here.
And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Hit hard down the right field line. And this is going to be a foul ball. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, here you go. He thinks it's a little high, but from dirt cam, it looks pretty good to me.
JT Snow will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3, 3-0. Reggie Stocker would be next. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. Jeremy Burnett will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Right fielder, Jeremy Burnett.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, you'll get to look at this 1-2 pitch from his perspective. Not a lot he could do with that one, so he'll head back to the dugout.
Derek Lee will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Derek Lee.
And a ball, 1-0. Now a ball hit back up the middle. To his left, there's Vizquel. Throw on to Snow gets him, and there are 2 men down. Corey Patterson will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Corey Patterson.
Lays off the slider. Don't know quite where that missed, but it's 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Don't think he liked the call right there.
And that's taken for a called strike 2. Hit hard back up the middle. Taken there by Vizquel. High throw, but he comes down with his foot on the bag as the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Reggie Stocker will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time.
Left fielder, Reggie
First pitch
Stocker.
to him. Swing and a shot towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow! Moise Salou will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Matt, you can see they put on an exaggerated shift to the left here.
Now the 0-1 from Wood. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Got to shorten up your swing now and try to protect the outer half.
Hit hard towards second, and that's through, a base hit.
And that's the benefit of having veterans like this in your ball club. This guy's been doing this for quite a while now.
Edgardo Alfonso will step in, an RBI single this last time around. Now pitch swung on and lined softly to short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Well, this ball stung pretty hard, but they got him positioned well defensively, and it's an easy out.
Marquise Grissom will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And he is safe on a close play.
No hesitation that time, rounding second, as he's going to hustle all the way to third on the base hit.
Mike Matheny digs in at the plate.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Matheny.
Here's the first offering. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready with another 2-2. In the air to center. Patterson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Michael Barrett will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, Michael Barrett.
Now here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
And that's a sign of a veteran pitcher getting ahead early in the count.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. What a stop! From his knees, he gets him! And that is a great play.
They don't come much better than this. Watch how he lays out, then gathers himself and makes a great throw for the out.
Kerry Wood will step in. A base hit in his last time.
Kerry Wood.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. Now the pitch. Now a soft liner toward first. But this will be taken easily at first, and there are two gone.
Looked like he got him to swing underneath that one, and that's 8 in a row he's set down, Matt.
Jerry Hairston will stand in.
Left fielder, Jerry Hairston.
And this is low, ball one. And this one's too far inside, ball two.
A few more inches in, and that's a pitch he'll turn on.
In there, 2-1. Here he comes on 2-1. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Alou is in now as he gloves it for the third out of the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied at 1-1. Jason Schmidt will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Pitcher, Jason Schmidt.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Ball one. Two and one. In the air to straightaway center field. Patterson patrolling center makes the play, one out. Ray Durham will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, second baseman, Ray Durham.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Look at the stop. Throw, got him. And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
Well, he takes away a hit here. Have a look at this. He's got to stretch out to get the thing and then pop into throwing position to get his man at first.
Omar Vizquel will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time.
Omar Vizquel.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll step on first for the out. This side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Todd Walker will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Second baseman, Todd Walker.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 from Schmidt. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
In SBC's one park, you don't mind leaving it up in the zone. This is a good park for fly ball pitchers.
And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now. And a foul ball straight back.
That ball foul.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Nomar Garcia-Parra is on deck. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, we'll see what he's looking for on the 3-2 pitch. That almost certainly would have been a strike anyway, but he just couldn't make contact here.
Nomar Garcia-Parra will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Nomar Garcia-Parra.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
All right, Smith, let's go.
And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. The pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Good look from behind the catcher here, as Nomar might have been fooled a little bit on the location there as he winds up not getting a bat on it.
Aramis Ramirez will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Aramis Ramirez.
Right there for strike 1. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Let's take a second look. Judging by his stride, I think he's expecting a fastball here, but he keeps his hands back and gets a base hit anyway.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and here's the powerful Jeremy Burnitz. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
And he needs to pull down on that pitch a little more.
Swinging a ground ball to first. Look at this. And the throw is in time, and that will end the inning in style. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, all tied at 1-1. JT Snow will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
First baseman, JT Snow.
First pitch coming. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. In the air to right center. Patterson is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job of the center fielder taking charge out there as he's calling the right fielder off early and puts it away.
Reggie Stocker will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Reggie Stocker.
Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Patterson is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Moise Alou will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Right fielder, Moise Alou.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that'll fall. And we'll see here.
Pretty disciplined at bat there. They set up away, and you see he's diving at that outside corner, but winds up getting good wood on it.
Edgardo Alfonso will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
Edgardo Alfonso.
Sliced down the line at first. And that's past the diving infielder for a base hit.
Well, he's on a tightrope now, and he's going to have to do all he can just to keep this game even.
Marquise Grissom will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Swing and a ball pulled down the line at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full, all tied at 1-1. Derek Lee will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
First baseman, Derek Lee.
Ball 1. (1-0) on the way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Durham will flip to first for out number 1.
Well, normally that pitch in that location results in a pop-up, but he managed to chop at that one, and he's retired.
Corey Patterson will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. In there, strike 1.
Boy, tough pitch right out of the chute in this at-bat.
Here it comes. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Low and away with that one, it's 1-2.
Matt, his pitch count's up over 75, so you have to figure they're going to start keeping closer tabs on him.
Fouled back. He'll try again, 1-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's certainly shown good command to this point, no doubt about it.
Michael Barrett will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Michael Barrett.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Lined up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
I know he would have liked to gotten out of this one, but now with a man on first in a tie game, we'll see how they approach things here.
Kerry Wood will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. He's ready now. The pitch. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco, all tied at 1-1. Mike Matheny will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Catcher, Mike Matheny.
Now a soft liner to the left side. Foul. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And this is fouled straight back. Hit on the ground towards first. Oh, look at this. Throw, got him. Oh, what a play.
Well, he takes away a hit here. Have a look at this. He's got to stretch out to get the thing and then pop into throwing position to get his man at first.
Jason Schmidt will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch coming. On the ground is short. Throws over to Lee, 2 down. Ray Durham will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Ray Durham.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
He'll lay off that and wait for something to come in a little more.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Boy, and even late in the ball game, Matt, he's still getting that fastball up in the mid-90s.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
I know he would have liked to gotten out of this one, but now with a man on first in a tie game, we'll see how they approach things here.
Omar Vizquel will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Line to the right side. And this is going to be a foul ball. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Runners on the move for second. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Looking to move into scoring position with 2 out, but a good throw there nailed him.
No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Jerry Hairston will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off the Cubs, left fielder, Jerry Hairston.
You're as good as gone.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, nothing to be ashamed of here. He's just running into some good pitching here this afternoon. He'll bounce back.
Todd Walker will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
Walker.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Matt, let's see if that sets the tempo for the rest of the at-bat.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Swing, and he shoots this one to first. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Nomar Garcia-Parra will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Nomar Garcia-Parra.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
And he hasn't lost much of anything off that fastball. It's still getting up there in a hurry.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. On the run, and he has it to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, all tied at 1-1. Omar Vizquel will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Leading off for the Giants, the shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Swing and a ball pulled into right. And that's in there, base hit.
And that's hit number 10 given up this far, and you've got to figure they'll have him on a very short leash from here on out.
JT Snow will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Swinging a grounder to first. They might get two here. The second for one. On to first, a double play. And Dave, we'll get another look at it here, and you well know that pitchers have to work on this all through spring training, and he's able to hustle over to the bag and take the return throw to complete the 3-6-1 double play. Reggie Stocker will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Reggie Stocker.
Swing shot back up the middle. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
I know he would have liked to gotten out of this one, but now with a man on first in a tie game, we'll see how they approach things here.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps Moisés Alou. Lays off the slider. Don't know quite where that missed, but it's 1-0. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1.
He had him out in front, but he couldn't pull the trigger.
Bring it on, Wood.
Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Line hard into left. Hairston's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Aramis Ramirez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Third baseman, Aramis Ramirez.
Ninth inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a ball hit back up the middle. A dive, but it's by him for a base hit.
Oh, and base runners are so precious this late in the game, especially leading off an inning. So now the possible go-ahead run's aboard.
Jeremy Burnitz will stand in with the go-ahead run at first, so he'll need to at least get him into scoring position with nobody out. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And not only does that put a man in scoring position, but now the double play is no longer in order.
Oh, and this is off of Matheny's glove, and it gets away. But fortunately, no advance.
Well, they got away with one there. I don't understand at all why there was no advance there.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
And I don't think he'll get anything here as they're just trying to set up the double play ball.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
Matt, this has got all the makings of a big inning right now.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And here comes big Derek Lee. Jim Brower will come in and pitch now. Time is called now as we're going to get a pinch runner here.
And it's the possible go-ahead run. They want to get some speed out there.
Here's the first pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. He'll throw home with it. Corey Patterson will get his shot now, and you figure the infield will likely come in here, at least on the corners. Grounded fouled off to the right side. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
And now this is a definite strikeout situation here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Center field. Grissom is there. Let's see if they try it. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
He'll be getting high fives in the dugout. That was a good piece of hitting, knowing that the go-ahead run was just 90 feet away, and that ball was deep enough to get the job done.
Michael Barrett will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Now batting, catcher, Michael Barrett.
First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Oh, and look at Vizquel. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Cubs are on top 2-1. Edgardo Alfonso will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Third baseman, Edgardo Alfonso.
Swinging a ground ball to short. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit.
Well, you can't ask for much more out of your leadoff guy here. They needed to get something started, and now the possible tying runs on base.
Marquise Grissom will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1 from Wood. Now a bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here.
Well, a big out there. Now he's got to bear down and go after the next guy.
Mike Matheny will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Mike Matheny.
In the air to center. Patterson will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
1 out away from the complete game now, and he really has pitched a whale of a game.
Jim Brower will stand in as their last chance now. Michael Tucker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Next hitting for the Giants, number 20.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And they better keep an eye on that runner at first.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
1 strike away now from closing this one out for the complete game.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
That's a great job of pitching right there. With a game on the line, he comes right after him and gets the strikeout for the victory.
So this one's in the win column for the Cubbies here in Soup. It's now time for our play of the game.
Well, Well, Matt, let's take another look. This was a tie ball game at this point, but here comes the go-ahead run across the score, and from there, they would never look back.
And Dave, as always, there are a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, I think the guy you see here is most deserving of being our 989 Sports Player of the Game.
Matt, he just had a lone hit in the game, but as you see there, it was a big one, no doubt, and it was enough to earn him Player of the Game honors.
So that'll just about wrap things up here in this one. For my partner Dave Campbell, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this afternoon. Once again, the final score. The Cubs win this one 2-1. This has been a presentation of 989 Sports. For more, log on to 989sports.com. So long, everybody.